Alrighty, welcome to episode 18 of the Consistent Genius Podcast. I'm here with Jenna Lynn and Alex Vaughn Fisher.
Yes, sir.
Today we have a couple topics on the board. We have a couple of stories, some including drawing, some including a cotton ball or two. We have some Fortnite, and then we're going to wrap up with some females possibly. We have a female in the studio today, so we're going to hear her opinion, and then we're going to hear Vaughn's opinion, and we're going to see, how they cross and how they're similar.
Okay. All right,
Cool.
Bill.
But first, I don't know, we'll open up with a classic topic, Fortnite. I know Jenna plays a little bit of Fortnite.
With the boys.
Yes, sir.
Probably terrible. Alex, I know you're decent at Fortnite.
I'm all right, dude. I just didn't really start playing until last season, but, I played with my brother a little bit, starting to get the hang of it.
Your brother's nasty, dude.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
He just moved his setup, right into the same room that I did, yesterday, so.
That's sweet.
I've been watching him. He's pretty nice.
Are you guys going to duo up and be the best?
Dude, hopefully. But when you're running with her, dude, sometimes it can get a little tough, She just likes to drop wherever, whenever. And just do whatever
I
she
lead the
wants.
pack. I think I'm more of a leader.
Yeah, she is a leader,
that could be deadly when people drop random places.
Yeah.
Hey, but it works.
Something I used to do with Morbido, our dog, and we play, Nilo Khan, whatever. We would do two drop salty and 2-drop retail, and then we'd meet up later in the game. But then if someone dies, you're kind of screwed over though. So.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a good tactic. We should try that next time.
Yeah, Jenna likes to drop in a place with no name.
No, I like that one motel. It's got
Motel 6. I don't think it's in the game anymore. Actually, is it?
Are you? I thought a couple
don't
weeks
know.
ago it was. I don't know. The last time I played was with you guys, so I don't know.
That was a while ago.
Dang. Yeah, the new season actually just got announced. I think today or yesterday. It's the
That's what I
Dragon
heard.
season.
Oh
something
yeah.
like
Do you know what's gonna happen? What changes yet?
I don't know. Probably some fiery stuff. That's what I'm thinking. Like a lava, hellish type area.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick though.
I don't know.
Can't wait to play it.
Yeah.
We got to get a squad together. Me,
we
Andrew,
should.
Alex, and Jenna.
Dang,
Yeah.
Big guy squad.
this is
Billy, do you play
true.
on PC or Xbox?
I do play on PC. I have
Alright.
not played on Xbox.
Yeah, I'm a big Xbox guy.
I know.
I tried. I plugged the keyboard and mouse in, but I've been playing Xbox my whole life, so it's tough,
Yeah. I mean, I played Minecraft back on the PC in 2009.
Yeah.
So I've been on a keyboard and mouse for a while, and I've also been on Xbox. So I can play on Xbox, but on PC, it's a whole new ball game.
Yeah.
It's completely different.
Oh yeah, building is so much easier, and
Yeah.
everyone's just going straight up,
yeah. Dude, I'm not that good of a builder, but I'm a very smart player, I like to think.
Mhm.
So I think that levels out. But the other day, dude, I was playing with McElroy, and he got in a build battle, and he was he's really good at just crossing and building around and stuff, and I'm impressed by him.
Yeah.
And I mean, Mean Crab can do some work. Lucas, happy birthday, Lucas! I know his birthday. He might be
Yes,
listening.
sir.
And your brother's pretty nasty too.
Yeah.
I follow your brother's Fortnite account.
Oh
and
yeah.
it's pretty sick.
Oh no.
Jenna,
Yeah.
do you follow?
I didn't even know you had one.
Yeah, I didn't even know until recently too.
Fisher TV, baby.
Dude, I've never talked to your brother.
I know. One day I just walked down. He has my dad's laptop set up right next to the TV, just streaming on Twitch, talking away, and I just am like, what is going on
That's
right now?
sweet, dude. I love streaming.
I know. I respect it though.
Oh, hell yeah. But, hey, shout out to Andrew. Special shout out.
Yes, sir.
We know
Little bro.
you're the man.
Yes,
you know?
sir. He is the man today.
And then, what do you want to say about your brother?
You're gonna get there, buddy. You will get there one day.
Wait, get away.
Good for him.
You got to explain that one.
No, me and him were having a cute little talk the other day, and I was like, Ryan, have you even had your first kiss yet? And he's like, no.
How old is he?
15.
15?
Freshman?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not bad,
Yeah,
I mean,
I had mine sophomore year.
really?
Yeah, that was late.
Dang.
That's
I
tough.
had mine in 8th grade, I think.
Yeah,
We have a word for that one.
Hey, chill.
yeah, I had mine going into freshman year, that summer. So,
Dang.
Who was it?
Fiona. Shade.
Oh, dude,
Oh.
you remember
my God.
homecoming after party, dude? You guys were on the floor in front of me, and I was just like,
Wait, where was this at?
Bridges. Yeah.
I don't even know if I remember that. It was
Fish
so
and
long
Fiona
ago.
on the floor in front of me. Fiona's on top of fish. I mean,
Oh,
they weren't doing
God.
anything, but like, and you could see he was actively, making some advances.
Oh boy.
I was like, let's go. I'm rooting
Yeah,
for you.
yeah.
And then someone was in the bathroom, and everyone like walked in on them, or like they were in like the back bedroom in the basement or something. And you remember we all walked in there like,
Oh no, I do remember. I remember who it was too. Can I say?
Nah.
Yeah,
I can't don't expose them.
I finally remember. Yeah, that was crazy. That was so long ago.
I know. We were actually New Year's. I was over there, and we brought that up because it was a classic memory.
That was a classic. Yeah, dude, I could only imagine how awkward that'd be. Like.
Oh yeah. That was the end of an era when that all ended.
Yeah, dude, freshman year though. Ooh, that's pretty crazy.
Freshman year, the classes were decent. Football was the best. I think freshman football was the most awesome thing there was.
Didn't you guys go undefeated?
We did.
Yeah,
we went undefeated sophomore year also, but freshman year, dude, it was like so fun. Like we'd walk on the field, be like, oh. You guys are done.
Yeah,
There's no way.
You just know you're gonna get the dub every time.
It was so fun.
That's nice, yeah.
So, a couple of stories on the table, and Alex, I think you have one that you got to share.
All right.
Go back to the beginning.
Bill, I don't know if I can cover this on the channel, man. It's too much.
Just sum it up. Just like kind of skip to the end and like what you left and where you left it.
You're at the CVS.
Yeah, so we're at the CVS, and I'm buying some stuff. We get the cotton balls, and I
wait, you gotta explain this whole thing.
Bill, I can't go in detail. Bill, I can't go in detail.
Why the cotton balls?
Because we were buying some stuff. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know you mean.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, we all.
I know you all know what I mean. So you got to cover it up. You don't want to be looking all awkward in the store or whatever.
Yeah.
So we bring them to the car. We have some fun. It's a good time. And
Get a little bit closer to the mic, just a bit.
All right. So we leave them in there. I forget about all like the stuff I bought, and I left it in there. And I'm just thinking, okay, whatever, it's fine. I go home, go to bed, pretty much wake up the next morning. I'm just like, where's all the stuff that I just bought? Like, where's it at? Immediately start calling this girl at the time. She wakes up, luckily, goes in the car, grabs all the stuff except for some of the cotton balls. That she left. It's too big to just take out of the car and be like, okay, like why do you have this?
Yeah.
And so she leaves it in there. Mom finds it and says, what is this? She says they're mine. She calls my parents. My parents think I'm doing like hard drugs now, and I'm just like, oh my God, dude. Like I'm in the worst situation ever right now. It was rough though. We figured it out though. We figured it out.
You got through it. So do you think it was better that your parents thought you were doing drugs, or would you rather have them found out the other stuff?
I mean, I pretty much explained to them like just what was going on and everything, and they were fine. Like no one really cared.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, I got reminded of a funny story this weekend because I was just like thinking. So I had a long-term girlfriend, in the past.
Yeah.
And she was in, drawing class, and I don't know if you guys ever took drawing class.
No.
I never did. And they had to draw like a picture.
Like I think it were portraits of yourself or someone else. Yeah.
So McElroy had taken a photo of me on portrait mode on his new iPhone X when it had came out, and sent it to me. And I'm like, oh, such a good picture because I'm like looking sexy and shit.
Yes, sir, Bill.
And so like the girl, obviously, she had a picture because that's the first thing I'm sending out because I'm like, hey, that's a good picture.
Yeah.
So she's like, oh, I'm gonna draw you for drawing class. So she's drawing me. She's probably about halfway up, maybe like a little in the corner, and it's pretty good. Just doing the drawing, like the sketching, whatever. Not too into it, but too far to stop, Point of no return has been reached.
Yeah.
And I break up with her. And it's her semester project. So she has to keep doing it after that for the rest of the year.
Oh, man.
And then I think eventually she came over and she brought the picture, and I got it now. And it's pretty good. My eye's a little messed up, though.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's pretty awkward,
Did you get a good grade on it?
I don't know. Never asked her.
Oh, you should have asked her.
It just wasn't. Wasn't in my repertoire of questions at the time.
Yeah, not at the time, you know. Maybe now, maybe nowadays, you know,
Maybe-
hit her
maybe.
up.
Hey, that'd
just
be something to ask.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
So,
So
females.
females.
Female.
We have a female. This is you could call this a bisexual podcast,
True.
male and female.
Gosh.
So, I want to hear your opinions on high school beef because I got called out because a couple episodes ago we had high school beef as one of our topics and we actually never got to it. And
Okay.
females are usually included in high school beef
That
I
is
think
true.
it's like the majority of drama that comes to girls.
True.
because like usually you know if two dudes are beefing they settle it and that's it. But girls, dude, they could have vendettas against each other.
That is
Oh
true.
no, like I have beef with girls from years ago. I mean, I think it's stupid, but I mean, it's kind of just like I guess like the culture. I mean, it's like something that I don't want, but I mean, it kind of just happens, I guess.
Yeah.
What are some of your beefs?
Oh, I'm not saying that.
Not with the people. Just tell us why.
No, I mean, just one, just clear, just girls talking behind back, you know, basic, you know, high school drama that, you know, kind of gets irrelevant throughout the years. But I mean, other beefs just like with guys and just stupid and yeah.
You got any beefs?
Yeah, like dudes beef, I gotta be honest, like I feel like at least from my experience, like there's nothing really like too serious. The only time I've ever had like a serious confrontation is we're literally just like playing basketball with like one of my best friends and we literally just like got into like just like a shoving match and like a little bit of a tussle, you know?
A little bit.
Just a
tussle.
little bit. But like literally it happened that night, probably like 9 p.m. I go get food with my friend, go back to his house, and we're all just like completely fine within like an hour. Like
Yeah.
there's never like any grudge or anything.
Yeah.
Like he's still my
Oh
good
my
friend and
God.
stuff.
Yeah.
So
See, Jenna, she's telling me she wants to beat some girls' asses.
No,
earlier.
no,
You
no,
do,
no,
Jenna?
no, no.
what's that all about?
No, I was messing
No.
around. But I know Jenna does have some beefs. I hear about it sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anyone's perfect, but the thing is, I know, like, I'm not a perfect person. I'm not saying that it's completely my fault or isn't my fault, but I mean, I just know that in the long run, it's really not going to mean that much. I mean, it's not like, if they wanted to, like, step up and resolve it, then yeah, I'd be fine with that. But I know, like, the opposite side, like, they're not really down with that, so I guess
Yeah.
I'm not either.
Yeah.
It's pretty deep.
Do you think after high school you guys like keep up with anyone?
I mean, I know, like, some close friends. I know, like, I've just known them forever, and I just know they're the type of people I want to be in my, like, I want them to be in my life for the rest of my life. But there's some people that's like, hey, it's good to know you, but, like, yeah, I know you, but I'm not going to reach out after high school to, like, hang out with you.
Dang. So you're just like convenient friends.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
because, I mean, after high school, like, my parents only talked to one or two people. I mean, it's just kind of like, you kind of know who your real friends are in college, I feel like, in after life, because in high school, I'm not saying there's, like, it's just swarming with, like, fake people, but they're just those people that, like, yeah, I knew you, it was nice to know you, but, like, you're going to go to different colleges, and, like, I mean, it's probably not going to be, like, a long-term relationship
Yeah.
or anything.
What do you think?
I think that like I kind of have like a main group of like maybe like 4 to 6 guys that are just like my friends, and whether they're like new friends or some of them like I've been friends with them since I was in like 3rd, 4th grade. So all of us are pretty much going to like different colleges, but most of them, maybe except for one, is going to be in Ohio. So like I assume that like after high school we're all still going to like be friends, and maybe on the weekends like drive and like meet each other at each other's colleges and stuff. So
Yeah, that's sweet.
probably do that.
Do you
Yeah.
want to stay in town after college or you want to get out of here?
I think I'm going to UC, Cincy.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
But like after college.
Oh, like after college.
Where do you want to, set up
Like-
life?
like
set
my-
up camp.
Everyone says it, but like my dream life is like moving to like California, being like around that like super nice weather all the time after like living in this, like
Yeah.
cold all the time. But like yeah, that's probably like my dream. I don't really know where I'll like end up though, but that's like the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
Well, like, I'm still a junior, so I still have time.
Oh yeah, big young girl over here,
Yeah.
born in '02.
Yeah, but like I don't know. It depends like with sports and stuff if I want to go anywhere. But like
Yeah.
career wise, I know like the job that I want to have when I'm older.
What's
like
that?
it's like federal agent. It's like crimes against
Oh,
children.
you want to be an FBI agent?
Yeah.
You told me
That's
that.
sick.
I mean that requires like a lot of traveling, and all that. So like just I don't know, but this has like always been home for me. But I know that there's like more out there than just like Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
So
You said something interesting about sports. You play golf,
yeah,
and we actually know like a pro golfer.
Caleb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Caleb.
Davern. And he is in town right now.
No, he just went back to Florida today.
I know, but he wasn't.
Yeah.
He already left though.
Yeah, he left today.
That's crazy.
I know.
Yeah, when he gets back in town though, we gotta get together for a little.
No,
something.
I talked to him the other week, but yeah, he's a great guy, great golfer. He's like all around. I think he's a good guy,
Yeah.
but yeah, he's a good friend to have for sure.
Someone told me the other day that you were in a competition and you hit the furthest like driving out of anyone.
No, I mean, yeah, I was kind of like for like the like little tour I do, like so they set up like everything's through like electronic, like
Yeah.
your drives and like your score and everything, and through like the whole tournament. Like I went to nationals last December, and then I got the like out of all the girls there, I drove it the furthest on one of the holes.
Kind of badass.
But I know it was pretty hot there, so it had a lot of roll. So it definitely helped me like with 30, like 25 yards.
Yeah.
But
Wait, roll.
yeah, like when the ground's hard.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it-
yeah.
You put a certain
Golf
spin.
terms.
Yeah.
Not a big guy.
But
So-
yeah, me and Fish gonna hit up Top
Oh,
Golf
yeah.
on Friday.
I'm dirty. I'm absolutely nasty with the driver. I'm not gonna lie.
I've never been to Top Golf. Is this sweet?
It is
Yeah.
really fun.
Might need to.
Nah,
look
me and
that
Fish
up.
are gonna have some pretty good
Yeah.
competition there. I feel
Oh
like.
yeah.
You're about to get smacked.
It's so nice. Like even in the winter, they still have like heated
Heaters.
seats, and then they have like heat like coming from like the
Yeah,
top too. So
that's
like you're never
sick.
cold.
I might need to go check that out. Do you want to pursue golf in college?
I mean, if the opportunity is there, I would like to. I have some meetings with some coaches coming up, and but I mean, if I don't, it's not like the end of the world.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I just like having that schedule and like the structure to like follow every day. But it happens. It happens.
Yeah.
If it doesn't. Like
I-
I'm not looking to go pro or anything.
And I know we have a soccer player in the room.
A little bit, just a little
Kind
bit.
of nasty on the ball on the sticks.
Yes,
I was gonna say
sir.
on the sticks, but what are you doing? You trying to play in college?
Not really. Like
You're hanging up the cleats?
I am, dude. It was fun during the season, but like junior, senior year, I just kind of like fell out of touch with it. You know, like it was
Yeah.
fun just to like be there and play a little bit or whatever. But like, it just after playing it for like so many years, it just and like taking it super serious since like the beginning, it's more fun to just like kind of like stop pursuing it and like play with friends. Like I still play in like an
Oh yeah,
indoor
you're in your
league,
rec league. Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
So are
that's
you on
really fun.
Jeremy's team?
Yeah,
That's sweet.
yeah. It's pretty fun.
Episode what was that? 17? No, 14. Episode 14 of the podcast, I believe.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
I watched that. Yeah.
Him and Cam, both
yeah.
great guys.
Great
Jer
guys,
Bear
yes,
and
sir.
Cam. I know earlier you wanted to talk about some people that've been on the podcast.
Yeah. Bill, I got a question. Who's been the most fun guest you've had on the podcast
Most
so far?
fun.
Yeah. Like gave the best stories or any of that.
I'd have to say best stories
Yeah.
had to be episode 17 with Kyle Allring, and McGuire Davis.
Really?
Oh gosh.
Those are some interesting stories.
I bet.
Episode 12 with Cam and Jeremy.
Yeah.
Or no, episode 14, sorry. I had a lot of fun recording that. Like,
Yeah.
I came out of that, like, smiling, be like, hey, that was
Yeah,
so
yeah,
good.
yeah.
You know, I told him, I'm like, hey, that episode was great. And I
Mhm.
thought it was great.
Yeah.
And then 16, it was really political, and it was really good,
Mhm.
for lack
Yeah,
of a
yeah.
better term. You know,
Uh-huh.
and that was with Levere Whitney and Ian Carroll.
Okay, yeah.
And that was fun. So there's a lot of different like ranges that you can have. Like one was political, one was like story time, one was like just like funny stuff, and all of them were awesome. You know?
Yeah, yeah. It just kind of like depends on the people, you know.
Yeah, but I have a pretty good time doing anything, you know, because I love talking and I love listening.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's
yeah, you're a good listener, for
yeah.
sure.
I know. I'm very opinionated too.
That
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is true, but that's okay.
Yeah. Some people know that. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
So.
You gotta respect it though, you know. You put the views out there and they're there.
Hell yeah. I remember I asked a certain someone to come on the podcast, not for a debate, but just to, just to be on the podcast, maybe discuss a few topics, it's whatever.
Yeah.
Ew.
you know her, but
Oh.
she's like, I'm not an expert on any of these topics. I don't want to like.
But doesn't matter if you're an expert.
I know, because I'm not an expert. You think any of us are experts on
No.
anything?
Not really.
No. And that's like the thing. But she's like, I don't want to. I guess she didn't want to like embarrass herself. I don't know if she used the word embarrass, but she was like, I don't want to say something wrong or any of that.
Yeah, try to offend anyone or anything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if everyone loves you, okay, I'll say this like this. If you have haters, you know you're doing something right.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's what I
fair,
believe
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
Thing is, like, not everyone's gonna agree with everything you
Yeah,
say.
like, if
Like, you can't please everyone.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
if everyone is like in love with you, then you're fake. That's how it is.
Yeah, it's true.
You know?
Facts.
And I don't like fake people. And like Jenna said earlier, high school, a lot of fake people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's fake people everywhere.
That's big facts.
there's in life and just in general, not just high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So
But I don't know. Some people are good. Some people are bad.
yeah,
Yeah. I
all
agree.
right. Just gotta deal with it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. So Fish,
Yeah.
I know right now we're doing a couple different things in our college English class. What is your topic about?
Oh man, I gotta be honest. I remember the day the topic was due. I walked in, did not know that it was due. I had to just think of it right on the spot. But I've ended up with like, I think it was like, why do people listen to music? And then I talked to him like afterwards and was like, how do I like turn this into like a real like essay type question? And so I think I'm gonna end up with like something about like music therapy maybe, like how that
Yeah.
helps people. So what
Yeah.
about you?
I'm advocating for just for having guns
Yeah.
in
Okay.
society.
Yeah.
The question, I'm wording it like the need for guns in society. Because I think every house should have a gun in it,
Mhm.
for defense.
Yeah.
And if everyone has a gun, then people are going to be scared to break in because they have the risk of being shot.
That's true. Yeah.
And I think that power right there is what would work perfectly, and that's
Yeah.
what I'm gonna be writing about.
That is a valid point. I
Yeah.
cannot argue with that.
So, and for that class, dude, I've done so many like political type things,
Yeah.
and every time it works out. So
Yeah.
we're gonna keep on chugging along. What'd you get on the last paper?
Like I think it was like an 86.
Hey,
Not
I got
bad.
an 86 too.
Yeah.
How about that?
I get that on like every single one.
I know.
like,
I don't think I've ever gotten anything other than 80s.
Same. Yeah.
Which 80 is a B straight up.
Yeah, and it's a 5.0 weighted scale. So
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
That's
you know?
like an A. Hey,
Yeah,
what's
there you go.
hey. But like at this point, I don't think GPA matters.
Yeah, like
It's kind of late.
after spring break, like being a senior and all, it's just
A joke.
yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Can't
So
wait for that.
Jenna's big junior,
Yeah,
still grinding.
yeah. Senior year's coming up, you know.
Kind of nervy. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
It's kind of gonna be sad when you guys all leave because it's
Yeah.
like we haven't been in high school like without you guys.
Oh yeah.
That's
It's
true.
gonna be sad.
That's
Yeah.
like when I was a freshman, going into sophomore year. That was like, I think that was like the biggest change,
Yeah.
And then after that, it was like, oh, now I'm a junior, and then now I'm a senior. It wasn't really a big change. I
Yeah.
think,
No, I feel like
personally.
after you guys leave this year, it's gonna be the biggest change for me, definitely. Cause it's gonna be so sad. Cause like I've just like had so many relationships with people in your class that it's just gonna be weird. But it'll be fine.
Yeah.
So
I know, like, relating to that, though, like, when I was a sophomore, I met all the junior and senior football players, and then one year, 1/3 of them was gone, and the next year, 2/3 of them were gone, and it's like, all these people I knew are just not here anymore, and that
Yeah.
does suck.
yeah.
It's weird. Then eventually you're the oldest
Yeah.
one there, and you see all these like, it's like you start off freshman year and you see all these people like that you don't really know that are like older. You work your way up, and then when you're a senior, you just like don't know any of the freshmen, and it's just
Yeah.
really weird.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I don't know. There's so many people in the school to begin with, but
Mhm.
then they're, like, new people, and, yeah, it's like, there aren't that many people you
Now I
know
think about
nowadays.
it. Now I think about it. Like I only know two incoming freshmen next year, and that's it.
I know one. Well, you don't need to. I mean,
No, but it's just like weird.
yeah.
Cause like I'm just like now like since my brother's in that grade, like I know majority of like the freshmen. I know a ton of sophomores, like obviously juniors, seniors.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like kind of weird.
So you're going to be the big girl on campus.
I know. I'm kind of excited.
You're going to be one of those girls
Oh, no,
that
no,
mean
no.
all the little ones.
No. They're already nervous as it is. So.
Were you nervous as a freshman?
Yeah, definitely.
Were you?
A little bit. I just remember seeing everyone, and they were just like so like big and tall. Like just it felt like everyone. I feel like each year, like the senior class or the classes get like smaller and smaller,
Yeah.
but like
Like-
back then they just seemed so big to me.
It's
you
weird
know?
because you have like guys who are like 5'1" and like
Yeah.
barely hit puberty, and you have guys with full-on beards, and you're
Yeah,
like,
exactly,
oh my god, it's
yeah.
whack.
Yeah. I think what you said about next class being smaller, I think that's like a trend recently.
Yeah, I've
Because like
noticed
her
that.
class is smaller than our class, but like then there are some people that are like giant. Like I've seen some girls that are like taller than me. I'm like, damn.
Oh yeah, there's
Yeah.
one girl in my grade who's like 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah,
And I'm like, jeez, join the basketball
Yeah.
team.
I know. She probably is on the
Exactly.
basketball
no,
team.
she runs, I
Oh.
think. But
Yeah, that's something that I wish I had. 2 more inches of height.
yeah, I was supposed to be 5'11", but I don't know.
How
Everything
tall are you?
5'7".
Oh,
That just didn't work out.
Missing a couple inches there.
I know for basketball would have been good. But
Oh yeah, but
that-
you quit basketball. Ooh, that's an interesting topic
Quit basketball.
there.
Jenna, I didn't even know about this.
Jenna, why'd you
How?
quit basketball?
I just wasn't in love with it anymore. You know, I mean, I loved all the girls on the team, and like like my best friends on the team, and like I miss playing it. I don't know. I just didn't really like the way it was set up or anything.
Oh, the coaches. I get it.
No,
The
no.
coaches.
The
Well,
coaches.
with the JV coach.
Pat,
No, with the JV coach, he's also my golf coach, and we just have like a really close relationship.
Oh, that's
and he just
that's
like
cool.
he's just one of those guys I can call like for anything.
Yeah.
So it's just good to have that like kind of backbone. But he pushed me extra hard because he knew that like he was like I'm with him for like 2 seasons, so he knew like what I was capable of. So it was rough, but I knew it was like out of love. But at the same point, I just think it made me not like love the game as much as anymore. And I don't think if you're doing something and you don't love it, then it's not worth doing.
Were you good?
I couldn't. Well, freshman year I couldn't play. I couldn't play any sports freshman year, so I kind of just think it was all just one big setback.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
What'd you do freshman year?
I tore my ACL.
Oh, dang.
So that's a
Yeah.
big one. Big
That
injury.
is a big
Yeah,
injury.
It
Yeah.
is. It was 11 months. It was because I kept pushing like during the recovery. I kept pushing it more and more, like causing more and more tendonitis.
Yeah.
So I just like
that's
was just so
tough.
eager to get
Yeah.
back. But it was kind of ironic because I had played soccer for like 11 years, and then I was gonna quit to play like golf in high school. And my last game, I tore it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That sucks. Have you ever
That
broken
does.
any bones? I think you have.
Yeah, I've broken all my toes,
Oh.
and then I broke my wrist. Like continues to like just pop in and out all the time.
That's,
How do you break your toes?
Yeah, how do you
Like,
break
does
your
that happen?
toes?
Dude, I don't know. Just soccer, man. I got
How do you-
aggressive.
Have you broken anything?
Yeah, I broke my arm. That's the only bone, and I was just a kid. I was riding my bike, I remember. Front tire went right into the front of the curb. I like flipped like over the handlebars and just snapped like that.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dang.
I never have, and I never want to break anything.
Yeah. Wait. So now we're talking about quitting sports. Why'd you quit football?
Oh, well, that, like, freshman year was the most fun. Sophomore
Yeah.
year was like, this is, like, okay. Junior year was like, this is kind of ass.
Yeah.
And then, like, senior year, like, I would have started. Like, last game of junior year, coach comes up behind me. He's like, listen, you're starting now. Because, like, and the next guy up, there wasn't, there was a big fall off. Like, the first 5, and then the next guy was, like, way down here.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, I'm just not trying to put in that much time anymore. Because we were, you're at practice till 7:30 every night, dude.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's steep.
Yeah, I feel like with football, you got to be like committed.
I think
Exactly.
football is the most, like, time-consuming sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like, 6 a.m. lifting, like, that's ass, right? There's a lot of aspects of it, We were putting in a lot of time
Mhm.
for not that much in return, Because we had, like, it'd be, like, 7-3 season, 8-2 season, 7-3 season, and then we just keep getting the same thing. It's like, if we're going to be working extra hard, then we got to see some improvement.
Yeah.
And the team did really well. They made it to, what, regionals? Either one of you know?
I don't know.
No. I
Like-
think
Kinda
I think it was around.
Elite Eight,
Maybe, yeah.
right?
I don't know.
And they
I,
ended up
I couldn't
losing.
tell you because I didn't get a list.
Yeah.
They lost to Liberty, that was an upset because Liberty was not supposed to be good. I got word from Liberty people that I know, not Lexi Featheroff, other people. They said that the team was looking rough, It was dudes that were saying this, so you know
Really?
they had a decent opinion about it, and
Yeah.
they thought we were gonna lose, or they were gonna lose, and we ended up getting like smacked up.
I feel like in like those types of games, it's all adrenaline. Like you go either way easily. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
matter your record or anything at that point.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. And I don't miss it. I miss the people,
Yeah,
but like now they don't see each other either, so it's like
yeah. I feel the same with basketball.
Yeah.
I miss the people, but like I mean, I love playing it. It just not enough. I mean, if, like now for like golf, I can travel and everything a lot
Yeah.
more, not like have to miss games. And
yeah.
so.
I loved the banter, at practice and like in the weight room. It'd just be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
your mom. That's the best.
Yeah.
Nah, just funny stuff. I remember one time we were lifting. It's probably sophomore year because like a bunch of older guys were there at the time, and now we're the oldest. But we were lifting like mid lift. I go in the training room. I grab a Sharpie and I draw on Sharpie abs, and I go back in without a shirt on. And everyone is so weak,
Oh
and
my
it was
God.
just hilarious. And like that was just something that was like funny, and like I just did it because
Yeah,
just get a laugh
being
at
a clown,
everybody.
you know?
Yeah,
You gotta have moments like those.
it was a good time.
Yeah.
And then like one of the coaches would always be like, he would just like, if he knew you had a girlfriend, he'd be like, hey, how's what's her face?
Yeah.
It'd just be
Yeah.
just funny stuff.
Yeah.
It's good.
Like soccer, we were always clowning around too. I remember we went on like every single year we would do this thing. Well, actually no, it was more like my last 2 years after we got like some of the new coaches that were like gonna stay around for a while. So we got them, and the first year, so my junior year, we did this thing. It was a lock-in, so like I think it was on a Saturday night, and we had a game on Sunday. It was like a first preseason game or something, and they had all three teams, JVB, JVA, and varsity, sleep in the aux gym with all like they brought all of, like the soccer balls, like our 2 bags in there. And so like no one could go to sleep. Everyone's bouncing the balls around. People made like a fort like in like the closet out of like mats and stuff and like gym equipment, and so everyone's just up there. The coach got so fed up with it, he dragged his mattress out into like another room. Like, and when you were in the closet, kids could get up in like these vents and like
Oh my
crawl
God.
around and stuff.
That's
and
wild.
it was crazy, yeah. And so like that was some of like the funnest stuff in soccer. Like we did
Yeah.
something like that too. Like it was like what was it, Elm Creek, I think we went there, and it was like really fun. So
That's so
Yeah.
we're
cool.
always clowning around there.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have some clowns on the team for sure.
Oh, we do, yeah.
that's sweet. I know the football guys. I mean, I never went because I was a lineman, but they would go to like North Carolina or South Carolina, Charlotte. I don't know which one that's in.
Yeah.
And they always had a good time in the hotels and stuff. I heard.
Oh
But
yeah.
Never went there,
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely miss that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, team activities, team bonding, team
Yeah.
banter.
I think I'll miss that more than like the actual season.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
so
Yeah, for
fun.
sure.
Just practice was the worst always. Games were like the pregame kind of sucked. Not gonna lie, because you have to warm up and like that's like I'm ready to go
Yeah.
out and play.
Exactly,
Go out and
yeah.
watch the game.
Mhm. I feel you.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Mhm.
Do you guys have anything else that you would like to say?
I'm good.
Do you want to plug your socials?
Yeah, follow me on Instagram, Alex_Fisher23. Hit me up on Snapchat, FishRocks23. Go at it, FISHROX23. You already
Only
know.
females.
Yeah,
Only females.
it's never changing. It's always gonna be there. The username,
Alright.
FishRocks23.
My Instagram is Lynn LYNN_Jenna16. Don't ask me why. And then my I
Just a
know.
little bit.
Hey, let me live. And then my Snapchat is Jenna_Lynn9581.
Also, only females at her. She has a boyfriend.
Yes, I do.
All right. I think that's episode 18 of the Consistent Genius podcast. Check us out on iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, pretty much any of those.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what were you going to say?
We're doing wait, never mind.
You can watch the video version on YouTube if you don't already, but you could also watch the audio version on iTunes and Spotify. It makes it easy for like car rides and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, sure.
All right. Thank you guys both for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having
course.
us, Bill.
We'll
Yep.
be back next Tuesday with another set of awesome individuals. See ya.
Alright.